Welcome back to Crazy X Podcast. This time, Roger and I watched Season 2, Episode 12, Is Josh Free in 2 Weeks? As always, we'll start off with a synopsis. With their wedding in 2 weeks, Rebecca is consumed with planning the perfect wedding all by herself. Rebecca starts to unravel, and Josh feels uninvolved. So Valencia, feeling unmoored with what she should be doing with her life, jumps in to help. Meanwhile, Nathaniel gets sick and gets caught by his father in a moment of weakness. Feeling for Rebecca's father, RSVPing no to her wedding, he sends a private plane to get him to the wedding. And Paula rips Naomi a new one. Roger, what do you think of this episode?
Good word, by the way, with unmoored.
Thank you.
Really appreciated that. I actually liked this episode. I think there is a formula that I appreciate when it is less Rebecca does something zany and outrageous, and more so Rebecca's just being outrageous. And I think there's a big distinction that at least I make.
I also think, like, at the time, DIY weddings were, like, such a thing. Like, it's still a thing, but it was, like, exploding at the time that this episode came out.
Because I know they got big during the recession under Bush, but this is post that. This is already the Obama administration, I'm assuming, right? 2015,
yeah.
2016.
But, like, the mason jars and the twinkle lights and that, like, that kind of shit, so popular.
Yeah. I mean, I don't recall that, oddly enough, because that was right around the time I was getting married.
Yeah, because you follow so many Pinterest boards.
Well, no. But since, unlike Josh, I was involved in the wedding planning, I probably did more of the wedding planning. Don't tell my wife that. I do remember looking. I don't remember seeing anything DIY, but I would also never look at that kind of shit either. Cause
you don't care about decorations, really.
Well, I mean, I do, but not that. Like, I don't want, what'd you say, Twinkie lights or...
Twinkie lights?
Twinkie lights.
Twinkle lights.
Twinkie, twinkle. Don't want either.
Twink lights.
That feels like a word we shouldn't say.
I don't think it's fine.
Twink?
Yeah.
I think twink is a slur, isn't it?
No, it's like a... Roger's got to look it up now. It's just like a type, like a bear or a baby gay.
Okay.
Huh. He needed to know desperately.
Well, because I thought it was a word that was not supposed to be using. If it's fine, it's fine.
I mean, like, you shouldn't just be saying it to people as an insult.
I should probably not use that word then.
You probably shouldn't.
Okay. So it's not okay for me to look at someone tiny and be like, "Shut up, you little twink," is what you're saying. Correct. All right. That's a word we're not supposed to say. All right, fine.
Now I just can't stop imagining, like, go-go dancers that are all around in little jars.
This isn't a Microsoft corporate retreat.
It's not. You're right.
We don't hire go-go dancers. But yeah, no, I did. I found that quite... It was very Rebecca. Like, to look at... First off, she was trying to copy someone's wedding, which is just so anti the whole point of a wedding, in my opinion. It's supposed to be your special day.
I mean, it does make sense from they had a to-do list and she had 2 weeks. So, like, being able to just, like, do what they did is helpful. But, yeah, if you're trying to plan a special day, like, it has to be your special day.
And also, their to-do list was probably something, like, it took us 18 months to get married because we didn't want to rush it. They probably took at least 12 months. You're not going to cram 12 months of planning in 2 months.
2 weeks?
I'm sorry, yeah. You're not going to do it in 2 months. 2 weeks is absurd. So yeah, but I thought that was amusing. It was funny to watch Rebecca lose her mind. Nathaniel, I thought, had some real good character growth in this episode. Valencia was great to see. Heather was fun to see. Paul, like, kind of everyone hit their notes. My dislikes are more character choices than I would say writing choices. And that usually means I enjoyed the episode. So yeah, I liked it.
Yeah, I like this episode too. A lot of lines I liked. A lot of jokes that made me laugh so hard. I wish there was one more song in this episode.
Because there's only 2.
And Man Nap is a very short song.
Yeah, it is.
But, yeah, I like this episode a lot. And I agree what you were saying about Rebecca. I mean, as you mentioned off mic, there are a lot of things about Rebecca that remind me of myself. But it is relatable. Like, they often exaggerate a relatable thing in the show, but it's relatable to be, like, overwhelmed by a to-do list and, like, not know how to ask for help.
And not being, as someone who is married to your cousin, has spent plenty of time with your aunt-in-law, y'all suck ass at asking for help. You're just fucking terrible at it. You, your mother, your aunt, your cousin, your grandmother. There's one trait that unites all of you. You suck at asking and accepting help. You're bad at it, and you know it.
Wow, thanks for that.
I was very passionate about that.
I also like how you called her my aunt-in-law. She's just my aunt.
Fuck, you're right. Hey, at least I didn't say your mother and was talking about your aunt.
Yeah, that's pretty bad.
Hey, child I gave birth to, I'm your aunt.
Yeah. Where do you want to start?
Let's start with just the first thing we see, which is Patrick.
Seth Green
That's who that was.
Just coming in for the win.
That was fantastic. I also love that Rebecca is just completely unloading on this random delivery driver about all things that I think are totally real, but all of them are self-imposed. Mm-hmm. It is odd that she boxed herself into a situation, and I think she later gets to this point that she's like, she ruined everything. Yeah. I was waiting for the reprise of, you stupid bitch, you ruined everything. But it was like, none of this had to be this way. Yeah. You did all of this for no reason. Other than, obviously, the Nathaniel thing. And I'm not actually sure, maybe you explained this before, but what is the reasoning of, I kissed Nathaniel, now I need to move at my wedding? I don't understand what this is.
I mean, this is conjecture, but sure. I think that Rebecca thinks she messed it up. So the faster they can get married, which to her is like a solidification. Of course, when I'm married, I won't mess it up. Which makes sense, based on how Naomi thinks about, the perfect future. So she's it's dumb. It's not going to fix anything. Yeah. But I think that she's very much well, if I can just make this happen and it's perfect, then we'll be married and everything will be fine.
Just like her mother and father, once they were married, everything was fine. 100%. They'll never have problems again.
And apparently Naomi was 5 months pregnant when she got married.
That does not surprise me. Also, there's I guess one of my other dislikes is that you really see from if we say the nuclear family, right? Mother, father, daughter. So Naomi, Silas, Rebecca. The one thing that unites all of them is they are terrible, selfish people. So Naomi, I don't know what her reasoning was for not being there, other than I have shit to do.
I have to make my face look perfect for your wedding, so obviously I can't come early.
What?
For the wedding, that was Naomi's idea. Let's not forget that this was Naomi's idea.
And her dream. She has wanted Rebecca to get married probably for 20 plus years. But you can't make time to help her with it? Yeah. All right, you're a shithead. Silas may have lied or may not. Not sure, because it's Rebecca inferring, and he could be on a remote construction site in Alaska. It's not impossible.
That seems like it maybe was true, because I don't know how else Nathaniel would have found him.
He probably was somewhere remote.
But if you want to get to a wedding, you can, especially because I am sure Rebecca offered to pay.
Well, and the thing is that if it were tomorrow, reasonable. You might not be. 2 weeks, you could probably get a flight out. I won't guarantee that, and maybe it is just hard to get flights, whatever. And super nice of him. And then, and look, Rebecca's not the only woman guilty of this. So ladies, I'm going to let you know a little secret about weddings. They're not about one person. I know that's hard to fathom for some of you. The weddings are supposed to be about both parties.
Well, and I think this is true, what you are saying. A lot of times that happens, especially the Bridezilla thing. Yes, but absolutely. It can certainly be true. I think that Josh has got some weaponized incompetence happening.
I don't know that's happening in this episode, though.
But I also think that this wedding is also not about Rebecca. She doesn't care about any of that shit. She's trying to, make the perfect wedding so that their relationship is perfect and they never have problems again.
It is about Rebecca. Well, it's not about Rebecca and Josh's relationship.
Yes.
It is entirely about Rebecca. Also, I don't agree at all about the weaponized incompetence. Doesn't he make the origami things with her?
He makes one and then he falls asleep.
Okay, but that's not incompetence. He fell asleep. That's very different. And actually, to be fair, he does actually at least try to participate. And the whole episode is Rebecca refusing to ask for help, isn't it? Well, I guess she asked her mom.
She does, and she asked her mom, and she tries to ask Paula and doesn't try to distract her from finals, which I think is the right thing to do.
100%. Well, she does try to. Sunil pushes her, Sunil stops her, and then she realizes, oh, this is wrong, which Rebecca comes to the right spot. But the entire wedding is basically not about Josh. Nothing that he wants. And don't get me wrong, that green tux, bro.
It's his favorite color.
My favorite color is gold. Did I wear gold tux to my wedding? Like, you can integrate the color into the wedding. Doesn't mean you need to wear a green tux that makes you look like a ranger. Just saying. You're not a Mountie. Like, why are you dressed like that?
Mounties wear red, Roger.
You right.
With the hip thing. Why the hips? Why so much hip?
Don't know. That's a great question. Also, okay, look, we have talked multiple times about there are looks that make Rebecca look good. They involve accentuating her boobs. And there are looks that don't make her look good, accentuating usually everything else. Why would you pick a wedding dress that makes her look like she didn't even have boobs?
I mean, that isn't the wedding dress that she picked. It was just one that she tried on, but yes.
But how did you not look at that and go, no? Like, that should be an instant...
It was
like,
a bad wedding
She has
dress.
big British
She also couldn't
boobs.
walk in it.
Yeah, I believe that. But, like, Naomi isn't even present and is able to pick out a wedding dress that accentuates her breasts in a way that Rebecca couldn't immediately, like, put that on and go, that ain't gonna work. Now, Valencia will look great in that dress.
Yep, she would.
100%.
I didn't love the feather situation, but...
Fair. I think most wedding dresses are overly fancy and kind of stupid looking.
Yeah, I agree.
But also as a man, I'm looking in, like, kind of box in general, as my wedding photo shows.
Who needs a face?
No, that's part of the box. There.
Okay, you can make the box bigger this time.
Let's make the box bigger this time.
Back to Patrick. Patrick
Yeah.
is the best. This is like the best. The song "Tell Me I'm Okay, Patrick" resonates with me so deeply.
Explain.
Just like where you are trying to, like, you're like, am I being nuts? Like, I need you to tell me that everything is going to be okay from an outside perspective. That is like a very relatable thing. So, I mean, I wouldn't do it probably with the UPS driver or whatever.
But this is for exaggerated effect.
Yes.
Let me ask, when you're having a moment of being crazy, are you so far, I guess, deep into the woods you can't see the trees? Like, do you not know you're being crazy in the moment?
She knows that she's being crazy. She tells Patrick, like, did I miss the day in school when they taught everyone to be normal? Like, why am I being so crazy about this?
But that felt like an after, like, once she was done and, like, had finally seen it. But, like, while she was doing it, I don't know that she saw it, but that was more of, like, a reflecting moment, if that makes sense.
Yeah. I think that she probably did not realize that it was crazy until she was so deep in the middle.
So overwhelmingly, like... Because it was an avalanche of shit she had to do, which was like, there's no chance. But, like, I will say the thing that was the most, not the most irritating, but the most, like, selfish feeling was when they had the conversation where Josh is like, oh, I want to do this, and I want to do that. And she's like, well, no, they did that for their wedding, and we're doing this. But here, look at this pre-made board of things I made, and you can select from some of that. And I was like, how he resisted the urge to go off on her, I truly don't understand, because I would have lost my shit.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, I think those pre-made things are also from Sasha.
Oh, I know they are.
Whatever's wedding.
Yeah.
I think that she's so consumed by the, like, they have a to-do list and this is the list and we can't deviate from the list because if we deviate from the list, how will I ever make a new list? This is a spiral. She's spiraling.
Yeah. Is this because I'm, like, you and I would plan very differently, obviously. You would make a spreadsheet and have a task calendar.
I literally tried to make a spreadsheet for your wedding, and you and Jen didn't use it.
Correct. I also don't need to plan that way. Like, there's 8 things I wanted, and those 8 things are going to get taken care of, and everything else,
But a lot of other things did have to get taken care of, and you just didn't do them.
Because I didn't care about them.
But they have to happen, otherwise the wedding won't occur.
What do you mean by have to? Like, want to or have to are different. Like, I need my mother there. That's a have to. I made sure that was taken care of. Do I have to have flowers? I don't give a shit about that.
That's whatever. I mean,
Sure.
more like you decided to have food there, but did you think about the napkins and the silverware and the plates that came with the food?
Yeah, that was with the catering.
But it wasn't for the dessert that y'all ordered.
Okay, so since Chelsea has now thrown this in my face twice today, I ordered a surprise chocolate cake for my wedding. I did that, to be clear, on my own. And I may have forgotten that a cake requires some cutting. And I did not bring it's not a normal knife, though. It's like you need some larger...
A cake slicer.
Or even a pie slicer would have probably been fine.
A knife, any knife.
But I brought Chelsea to the wedding, which means I knew we'd have a solution there.
You literally walked up to me in my bridesmaid's dress and said, do you have a knife?
Okay, hold on. Would it have been unreasonable for you to just randomly pull a knife out of your bra?
Yes. I've
like
never once had a knife inside my bra. A lot of things fit in my bra, but I've never
had a knife in
there.
your purse. Because I feel like women's purses have hammer space. I've seen a woman pull a knife out of her purse.
I've probably had a knife in my purse. But a knife that fits in a purse is not a knife that is big enough to cut up a cake. No. I would like to state for the record that I did find a bread knife at the venue, and that's what we used. Yep. And then we had to eat off of napkins because there were no plates left because we'd already eaten all the food. Yep.
As we learned on the Judge John Hopsman podcast, that you can absolutely eat almost anything off of napkins, apparently, including salsa, like a weirdo.
It is so weird. It's not cool.
No. But the larger point was that, like, Rebecca is not letting Josh make any decisions about the wedding. That's just not okay.
No, it's not. I mean, she doesn't want to marry Josh. And I think that we also see in the conversation that Josh has with the woman from the church basketball league, I don't think Josh wants to marry Rebecca either. I think they're, like, in this weird in for a penny, in for a pound situation.
Oh, like you think they're...
I mean, I don't know that either of them has realized that that's what's going on here.
Like
but...
sunk cost fallacy?
Yeah.
So I think Rebecca is definitely at the doesn't want to marry Josh phase because she's thinking about Nathaniel. Mm-hmm. I think Josh has just realized that the girl is so chill and Rebecca is not that.
Yeah.
And so I think he's now starting to realize that, like, oh, I made a mistake potentially. But I also think part of that was that Rebecca doesn't want any of his input on the wedding.
Well, I also think there's something incredibly symbolic. You said something that I did not agree with while we were watching this, which is for Rebecca, their future is all about Rebecca, and for Valencia, their future was about them. That's not true. I think Valencia planned out their future without Josh's input also.
I agree that they planned it, but she planned everything for them to do at her command.
Okay, sure.
Whereas Rebecca plans everything for her to do, and Josh might be a side character or not.
I do think that we are... You can see it on Josh's face when he encounters Valencia at the end. We are approaching a worse nightmare that Josh didn't know that he had, which is, oh, my future is being planned for me again, and it's not what I want, and literally by the person that I didn't want to marry the first time.
Also, let me be clear on how fucked up it is that Rebecca allowed Valencia, his ex-girlfriend, to plan their wedding and did not consult him at all.
And, like, the extra horrible thing is it's not just that she asked Valencia to plan the wedding. Valencia is planning the wedding that she planned for herself and Josh. Like, it's not... They're no longer planning Sasha and whatever his name's wedding. Like, they are using the book that Valencia made for the wedding that she was wanted to have with Josh.
Though, and this is my counter to that argument, I fundamentally believe Valencia actually knows things about Josh. Like, and don't lie to me, I know what gluten does to your face. Like, Valencia at least paid attention to Josh. Mm-hmm. She didn't respect him. I don't think Rebecca...
You think she respects you.
I don't think she respected him. I think nothing about that wedding implies Josh would be a part of the wedding. Mm-hmm. Like, Valencia is going to plan a wedding that you could see Josh being a part of. Because it was Valencia and Josh's wedding. It's all Valencia's version of that. Yeah. Rebecca planned a Rebecca, or not even a Rebecca wedding, some weird hippie DIY wedding because she's a psychopath. But, like, that doesn't feel like a Josh Jen wedding at all.
No.
Nothing about this feels like Josh is involved.
There's got to be, like, a choreographed dance at this wedding if it's Josh's wedding, obviously.
You would think so.
Where he can rip off his pants.
Or maybe it's just performed by Splenda Ray.
That is... I have not laughed that hard.
That's a great joke.
It's so good.
So good. So yeah, I think there was just like you see, and I think the even more horrifying thing for Josh, because he's speechless when he sees Valencia sitting at the counter. At some level, he's marrying Valencia again.
Yes.
Or not again, but marrying Valencia. It's just in the form of Rebecca.
100%.
Which is like, fuck that.
Yep.
A more crazy version of Valencia.
Yeah, I'm glad that Valencia's back. It's been a while.
Oh, yeah, and she was great in this episode.
She was. I also really liked Heather's interaction with her. Like, Heather was trying to complain to Valencia and, like, very quickly is like, I can't complain to you.
But then Valencia's like, actually, it's okay. And she's over Josh, but what's funny about this, Valencia and Josh are in the same point in their life.
Yes. They are unmoored.
Yeah. Well, and like neither one of them, like this wedding or / relationship for Josh is like the only thing he has going. Now he has the basketball thing, which is great. Valencia's like, everything was so planned for like, we were going to do this and then I was going to do this. And now I don't know what to do with my life, which is like, oh, that's kind of interesting to see them at the same stage while being apart. And she's not bitter about Josh. She's bitter about the lack of like, well, now what do I do?
Well, and I also think she's realizing, like, not even just Josh specifically, but she planned her entire life around a relationship rather than like whatever it is that she doesn't even know what she wants.
Yeah, she doesn't even know if she wants yoga.
But she really likes party planning, I guess.
I mean, she would be a great wedding planner.
Yeah,
clearly.
She could really pull off the Jennifer Lopez outlook from the movie called The Wedding Planner. It's a rom-com with
Matthew McConaughey by chance?
Yes.
Of course it is.
Did you just guess that out of nowhere?
I think I've seen a cover with him.
Is it Matthew McConaughey? Yeah, it definitely is.
Yeah.
I gotta look now. Or is he in the one...
Or is he Made in Manhattan?
No, that's Ralph Fiennes, which is a really weird choice for a rom-com.
Wait, Voldemort?
Yeah. Yes.
Nah, that's wild.
No, it's real. 100%.
Sorry, viewers. We're going down a tangent here, and... Yep, no, you're right. That's fucking bizarre.
Yep, Ralph Fiennes.
Anyway. So, yeah, I think it was really nice to see Valencia. I think it was really nice to see Heather. I also think Valencia's reaction was so relatable and human that, like, I am really over Josh. I'm not mad about that. But there is a void that, like, I spent 10 years with this person. All of a sudden, it's just gone.
Yeah.
You don't just fill that immediately. It's like, well, like, that book was ginormous. And if that's just the wedding, I can only imagine what their life was. She planned out Halloween costumes for them. Like, she had, what we're going to do for the next 40 years of our life. And all of a sudden, it was one day she woke up and went, oh, shit.
Yeah.
It's not here anymore. And, there's a... Like, it's funny, crazy, because the book is nuts, but you also had a real moment like, oh, that sucks. Like, you really didn't consider the idea that this might not work out.
Yeah. I also... Valencia is not just good at, like, the planning part. Like you said, she really knew Josh, and she knows Rebecca, too. Like, she sets out Rebecca's outfit for the bridal shower, whatever they called that. Like, she knows how stressed out Rebecca is, and that she just needs someone to be like, put this on.
So I think there are, I've said this many times, there are women who think that they are alphas and in charge, and then there are women who actually are in charge. And you know them when you meet them. Valencia can just take charge and be great at it and put everything where it needs to go, and you're kind of just like, shut the fuck up, get out of her way, do as she says, shit will get taken care of. Whereas, like, Rebecca is not that person. Like, she can put her head down and take care of a task, but you put a big project in front of her and you're just like, oh,
yeah, she needs a Paula or a Valencia to help her.
She needs she maybe is an ideas person, but then she needs an executor. Whereas, like, Valencia can execute.
But also sometimes Rebecca and Paula dig up dead bones to solve a problem.
Paula's an executor.
and Paula has to go on the creepy date with Patton Oswalt. Oh, God.
I want you to touch it and look me in the eye so that I know when you touched it.
Not good.
It's just not okay.
Anything else on Rebecca Valencia situation?
You talked about this. I really liked the bonding. I thought Heather and Valencia bonding was great. I did have a question for you. So I don't know if we talked about it in this episode, but we talked about it at some point, which was, we've talked about altruism before. Valencia gains nothing from doing the wedding planning, in my opinion. In fact, I would argue that it's kind of hurtful that she has to plan her dream wedding for her ex-boyfriend and the woman who not stole, but, was trying to steal. And yet she does it purely to help a friend.
Yeah, I think that's a good... I mean, we don't know exactly. I think that this is... I don't want to say a selfless act, but I do think Valencia is trying to find herself, and she does like planning things. So maybe she's trying to figure out if this is something she's interested in. That could be one thing. Again, I'm not saying that means that she's being selfish.
Sure.
I think another thing is, I could see how it would be cleansing to be like, I made this whole plan for my life, and now I'm going to run through it, and it will be over. I
agree with that. This could definitely be like closure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like, I don't think that means that she's doing this for like selfish reasons or something, but I think that there could potentially be something in it for her.
Sure. But I think the majority, if not all of it, is to help a friend in need.
Yeah.
Who is clearly going through some shit. Like, Rebecca is clearly not equipped to do this, and Valencia realizes that she is.
Yeah.
And I think that was great. That was an awesome move on her. I think I'm good on that. I want to come back to Paula towards the end.
Okay.
Let's move to the B plot.
Nathaniel.
I'm just going to start with this. All right. Obviously, Nathaniel is considered a conventionally attractive man. Having watched him shit himself, does he move up the ladder? Does he move down the ladder? Does he stay where he's at? Where are we feeling here as the expert female opinion here?
I mean, I don't know that I can speak for all females, but I can speak for myself personally.
Sure.
I think that it was nice to see Nathaniel being vulnerable, and I find pooping to be an intimate topic to discuss. Personally. Well, and also, like, man nap, like the whole...
Nap was amazing.
Nathaniel's father specifically, but it's like been imbued, like he is like toxic masculinity to like a T.
Oh yeah.
And I think that like we see a lot of that broken down here. I even like the detail of the nap, like when he wakes up, he has a pillow crease on his face. Like they really sold it. How long did they just like when they were filming it? They were like, just like lay here on this pillow for like 20 minutes so you can get that crease like real good on your face.
Oh yeah. It's a great job of getting that little pillow crease. Also the smile. Like, if you notice when he's napping, and he sees his dad. And I think the fucked up part was that smile was happiness, and then he saw his dad, and it immediately dropped.
Yeah.
Like, the fact that he doesn't associate his father with a smile. Like, I see my mom, I smile. He sees his dad, and immediately the smile drops. I'm like, that's not a good association.
Yeah, I think for a few reasons. One, he's embarrassed about his current situation. His dad doesn't make him happy, so he doesn't smile. And he's not supposed to smile in front of his dad because that's like his dad doesn't care if he's happy. He cares if he's successful.
That's weakness.
Yeah.
It tells you a lot about Nathaniel and why he is broken.
Well, and I also think that it was a very kind gesture to get Rebecca's dad to come to the wedding, but also it's like very on brand for Nathaniel too, to like. He's trying to solve a daddy problem. He can't solve his own problem, so he can solve Rebecca's.
Yeah.
Because I know what it's like to care about your dad and what he thinks, even if you wish you didn't.
Which is an interesting statement that he is aware of the fact that at some level he knows caring about what his father thinks is not good.
Yeah.
But he just can't help it.
Yeah.
Like, he just cannot help himself, which is like, that feels worse than someone who doesn't know this is wrong. Like, it's knowing you're an alcoholic, but you can't stop drinking. That's way worse than not thinking you're an alcoholic.
Yep.
Oh, God. As someone who's had food poisoning recently, bro, you gotta wash your lettuce, man.
Yeah.
What are you thinking here? Like, just, what? Also, that smoothie sounded disgusting. There was nothing tasty in it. It was kale, it was cauliflower, it was spinach, and it was tinga beans?
Yeah.
Where's the fruit, man? Where's the flavor? And then some sort of powder, which I'm sure was not flavorful.
Yeah, I'm sure it was
protein powder. Yeah, gotta get buff. Also, what did he say about he felt bad because he gained a half a pound in his wrist?
Yeah, he's definitely got a lot of body image issues.
Which is like wild too, because like men, I can lose 5 pounds going to the bathroom. Like, that's not that big of a deal.
He probably did lose 5 pounds in his
He
pants.
doesn't have 5 pounds. You're not wrong. Also, the way that he pooped himself made me think of a baby with a diaper.
It's just happening.
Yeah, and
it was actually kind of sweet to see Paula, like, go kind of mom on Nathaniel.
Yeah, Paula had some mom moments in this.
She really did. She really did.
The thing I didn't understand about Nathaniel, look, we've all been there where you're like, bubble guts are happening. You know, you feel the rumble in your tum, and you're like, ooh, this could have friends. I gotta go is the first words out of my mouth, and then I'm walking out. Now I know he's got an aversion to sickness. He can't have an aversion to pooping. That just can't be real, because you know you poop. Everybody poops.
But doesn't Nathaniel seem like the kind of guy to you that poops on a clock? Every morning when he wakes up, he poops, and every night after dinner, he poops. And that's normal. We only poop twice a day, and we don't have to poop at irregular times because it's on a schedule.
I hear you. I really do believe that. But Nathaniel feels like a type of guy who's so proud that shitting himself is not acceptable. Daddy would never allow me, because what are you, a baby who needs a diaper? So if I have to do a third poop, then I do a third poop as opposed to shitting myself.
And to, like, make someone in the room take responsibility for the fart. And Maya being like, it was me.
Well, and like the crazy thing is, like, you could have just gone to the restroom and farted.
Yeah.
It wouldn't have been that big of a deal.
It's a perfectly reasonable reason to go to the bathroom.
And you're in charge. Like, the meeting will wait for you to get back. Or we need to delay this. I gotta go.
Yep.
Instead, he just, like, fights it.
I think it's also, like you said, he doesn't believe in sickness.
Yeah.
And he, like, believes in this cleansing cure that he has put together. So, like, if he gets up to go to the bathroom, it means he's wrong.
I mean, listen, after our other podcast, I'm all for juice cleanse. Clearly, it can de-age you by about 25 years. But poop is poop.
Yeah, you gotta poop. You gotta poop, man.
It just is what it is, man. Like, you can't stop it. When the train is leaving the station, the train's leaving the station.
Well, maybe after his man nap and his battle with toxic masculinity, he'll be more willing to poop. The hair in the video, it was so good.
I always chuckle a little bit because I've heard a lot of women use toxic masculinity, and I'm like, yeah, this is like its most pure and raw form, and you like get to see it, and it's very obvious. But I'm like, this is like a caricature of that. Like, I don't know many people who actually fit the definition of this. I know people who maybe have like small elements of it, but it's like, this is so far out there that like, there's no real person besides those manosphere people who are also caricatures, if we're being honest.
I mean, those people are real.
Yeah, but just because a person is real doesn't mean they're not playing a character. Like, I certainly believe a lot of those people are grifters.
Well, but that's like, part of toxic masculinity is that you feel the need to do that.
A part of it, sure.
Yeah.
But I don't know that part of it is, I don't believe in pooping. You know, like,
oh, I'm sorry. Have you not heard about the men that won't wipe their butts because it's gay?
I did, yeah.
Like, bro.
So someone asked me about that. They're like, hey, what is it with guys not wiping their ass? And I was like, excuse me? Like, I wipe my ass. Like, what do you mean? I didn't even know that was a thing. Second, I couldn't imagine. Like, let's say I'm 15, 16 years old, right? So I live at home, but I'm old enough to start forming my own opinions. If I told my mother, I'm not wiping my ass any longer because that's gay, I think she would have belted me so many times that I would have questioned if I would ever say that out loud again. Because A, you are not going to walk around my house with shit all on your ass. B, what the fuck is wrong with you to have that stupid of an opinion?
So stupid. Everything is stupid.
Also, if they just started not wiping their ass, were they gay the whole time before when they were wiping their ass?
I guess. Yeah. You got to get ungay. Because that's how it works.
Like, again, that sounds like a character that you would create in a TV show who we laugh at, and then, like, there are people who are too stupid to realize. Like, you know, the people who think Dom Draper is the hero.
Yeah.
Like, we know Dom Draper is not the hero of the show, but there's a bunch of people who are like, you gotta suit up and be a real man and treat us like, I think you've missed the point of the character. I don't think you understand what Mad Men was really trying to tell you here. And I feel like it's just like a lot of people are like, yeah, that guy's a winner. And I'm like, ugh, like everything about him's kind of a loser, and I don't think you're smart enough to catch that yet.
Yeah. Nathaniel is working through it. He's working through it.
Boy, he has got some issues. Also, those were like images in his head, I'm assuming, like at the flashes.
Of Rebecca? I mean, they were things that happened.
Like memories, but it was like, sexy one. That wasn't one even sexy. I was like, that's amazing, because like this, sometimes you daydream, you're like, why did I daydream about that? That's not helpful at all. Like the first two you get, like, oh, he's got some feelings for Rebecca. Why did he daydream about her not washing her hands?
I don't. It's great.
The brain is great.
The brain is great.
Fantastic. I got to talk a little bit more about the whole, like, not being sick thing. Is he like I know this is pre-pandemic, but like, this sounds like I don't believe in vaccines. I just will my immune system to defend itself. Like, does he not believe in medicine? Does he not believe...
No.
Like, where are we going? Well, if he doesn't believe in getting sick, why would he need medicine?
I don't think it's that. I think it's more like... You push through the pain like you're not really sick.
So, okay.
You don't get up to go to the bathroom.
What he played a sport, whatever you want to call water polo. Are injuries not real?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know.
So
it's hard to say. His father seems like a dick.
You tear your ACL and you suck it up and play through it? Like, where is the line?
Well, you don't need your ACL because you're on the horses in the water, obviously.
How do the horses not drown? Or, okay, you tear your shoulder labrum. Just throw the ball. Switch hands. Also, in water polo, is it illegal to drown someone?
Yeah.
Is there a foul for drowning?
I mean, there's probably... I don't know very much about water polo, but I'm sure you're probably not allowed to, like, do a lot of roughing of anyone. So drowning would definitely be excessive roughing.
I'm going to Google, are you allowed to drown someone in water polo? And I just want to know what the answer is.
The AI thing is going to say, no, you are not allowed to drown someone in water polo. It doesn't say that?
Okay, Reddit. So, take this with a grain of salt. The response was, today I learned a water polo player may only drown 3 members of the opposing team.
Okay. Well, we'll have to get into that later. Fun.
Well, that sport is insane. Oh, okay. For clarification, in this context, drowning refers only to shoving an opposing player so their head is underwater, not actually killing them. So I could just after my first drowning, this is legal. Let him go. Let him go until I see the air bubbles done.
Fine.
Wow. So yeah, that I think there's some toxic masculinity and also just overall ignorance clearly in the Plimpton family. The kind of people that are like, yeah, I know that you have the flu, but tough it up and go to school. And it's like, yeah, but don't make the rest of us sick because you're a dumbass, because that shit's contagious.
If you're not missing a leg, you walk it off. If you're missing a leg, you limp it off. And if you're missing 2 legs, thank you for your service. Here's a quarter.
I just thought of Lieutenant Dan from Forrest Gump when he did that.
All right. I want to talk about a couple more things from
Sure.
Tell Me I'm Okay, Patrick.
Tell me the song.
The song.
Got it.
I feel like you missed some of the visual gags because you weren't paying attention, and I'm really sad that happened to you. First, Patrick looking confused about being inside of the song was great. Mm-hmm. He went into Rebecca's mind palace. When they switch places and he's the one that's sitting on the piano, and then he just sort of decides to give into it and leans forward on the piano. Beautiful. And then my favorite, at the end, when the delivery box is playing the piano.
Yeah. I didn't like that song all that much. I did catch the second gag that you mentioned because I looked over and chuckled to myself. I think I did miss the delivery box playing.
I have a very hard time with songs that you will like and songs that you won't. Because a lot of it is songs that you would actually listen to, which I get. Mm-hmm. But then sometimes you like songs that you wouldn't listen to.
So it's either, I still don't think it's okay for me to say this, but Jap Battle, for example.
Jap Battle Rap.
Jap Battle Rap song I would listen to. And then, or it's a song that is just hysterical, like Man Nap. And I wouldn't listen to that kind of song, but that's objectively funny to me. So it's usually it's one of the two. And if you miss both, I'm like, I just don't care.
I can't wait for First Penis I Saw.
Or Face Your Fears. Not a song I would listen to, but objectively had me...
The visual gags.
Well,
so
and the
good.
verbal gags.
Yeah.
Run with, so it's usually it's got to hit one of those 2 boxes.
You do also care about performance.
I do.
Usually you will like a Paula song because she's so good, it's hard not to like it.
Agreed. And I don't usually like the Josh songs. Not all of them.
Some of them are funny. Yeah, he's obviously a much better dancer than singer.
Yes. Well, and a lot of his songs are dumb. Duh.
But A Boy Band Made Up Before Josh's is pretty funny.
But it's also right in Josh's wheelhouse. It's a perfect Josh song.
All right. I have so many lines. Do you have questions before we hit lines?
I have one question. Okay, so Rebecca, in the whole premise of this, is that Rebecca is essentially trying to cram a wedding in 2 weeks. I could have sworn that we previously in an episode had Rebecca talk about the fact that she's thought about this day her entire life. That she has this dream wedding. She was a big fan of that fairy tale that they made up for the show, but is based on something. And so she's had an idea in her brain of what her dream wedding would look like her entire life. Am I making that up?
I don't know. That's a good question. I don't remember. You're right about the song, and she's definitely thought about being married to Josh.
Sure.
But I'm not sure about the wedding.
The detail. I guess in media, oftentimes it's portrayed little girl since their age of 4 years old, dreams about what her wedding would look like, has these ideas. So even if they're not exactly fully formed, you have an idea of what you want.
Yeah.
Whereas Rebecca's I don't know, and I'm just going to find something online. I'm like, That's odd. You don't already kind of know what you want? Just struck me as strange.
Yeah, I get that.
I have 6 lines.
I have a lot, but we've already talked about some of them. When Rebecca asked Naomi for help with the wedding, and she says, help with your wedding? Did you help with my wedding?
No, you just gave me heartburn on my uterus.
It's like, Jesus, Naomi.
Is Naomi one of the worst mothers of all time? Unobjectively, yes. Despite being able to have some sweet moments. Nathaniel, if my father were here, he would put you over his knee and do nothing just to scare you.
Yeah, there's some real honest father issues happening in this episode.
I also have to admit, that is one of the most white people things I've ever heard in my life. Like, my parents did not threaten. They just did. Yeah. If I have to threaten, it's because I'm mad.
When Nathaniel asked Rebecca why she invited her dad to her wedding, and she says, he never shows up for anything. I only invited him to feel bad about myself.
That was a phrase that was wild.
Because it was like right in there.
But she was like conscious of that, so
yeah.
She wanted him to be there, but also was aware that there was no chance she was going to do it. So she just wanted to make herself feel bad.
Yeah. I mean, I think it was partially a joke, but also, like, very real.
Yeah. Like, she knew this was the outcome. I think Nathaniel tries to talk about his gastric issues with the following phrase. That is the sound of my body defeating fat. False.
Yeah.
That's not what that is.
That's definitely not what that is. Josh's best contribution to the wedding, # bunch of chance.
I mean, I really think Splenda
Ray
was pretty solid.
Okay, both of those things are really awesome.
Yeah.
I don't know how to pick, but
A and B, like you can't go wrong either way. I don't know his first name, so I'm referring to him as Plimpton Senior.
Is
he
Nathaniel Plimpton Senior? Otherwise, he wouldn't be senior. Well, he's actually Nathaniel Plimpton the second, because our Nathaniel is Nathaniel Plimpton the third.
Huh.
So technically, he's Nathaniel Plimpton Jr.
Yeah, he would be junior. What is this suit? You look like an unsuccessful oil tycoon. Not wrong. Also, damn.
Yeah, that's quite a insult.
Biting.
Which means it'll be a C, which everyone knows is actually an F. Rebecca and I are maybe the same person sometimes.
What's even worse for me about this is that literally yesterday, I was having a conversation with my wife, and I was talking about how, like, oh, that's a C, that's fine, that's average. And she goes, that's basically an F. And I'm like, what the hell is wrong with you people? It's average. An average is just average. It's not an F.
I've literally never in my life gotten a C on anything. Ever.
Really? Because I tested your ability to jump. You have.
I got an F on that.
That's worse than a C! You've never gotten an F either, obviously.
No.
Also, I feel like if you get an F, you've by definition gotten a C or worse.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
You've never gotten a C on anything?
No.
Like not even a paper?
Definitely not.
Group paper?
No.
Attendance grade in PE?
No.
PE mile performance?
No. We just had to do it. We weren't graded on how fast we did it.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh. Okay.
My 11-minute mile was fine. Thank you very much.
I'm sorry. How many miles did you run?
1. I hate running, man. It hurts. There's so much bouncing.
Minutes?
So much bouncing. You don't understand.
Chelsea, I walk a mile faster than that.
I know. So do I.
What? How did you run slower than you walk?
I don't know.
Okay. Wow. That was the time knife for me. That just broke me. Valencia, when she walks in after Rebecca's catastrophe in the house, did you murder a wedding? Which honestly felt appropriate.
Especially that scene where Rebecca is looking at the board felt so like the red strings on a murder board.
It's Always Sunny, kind of just like murder boardish thing. Yeah. Or like, no, it absolutely felt insane. Those were all of my lines.
Me too.
Huh.
I have 4 favorite moments.
I have 3 favorite moments, and I have 1 favorite. You want to do song or moment first?
Moment.
Okay, I got 3. So why don't you go first?
Paula calling Naomi to yell at her and getting her to send a dress to Rebecca and making Rebecca think that it was Naomi's idea.
Yeah, that was again, like, I've always thought that Paula was one-sided in their friendship, and not that this is a bad thing by any means, but like, that is such a mom move.
Oh, 100%.
Like, you could see a mom screaming at the father to be like, this is your daughter's big day. I don't give a shit about what you have. Get over here and do your job. And she basically chews Naomi a new one. It's like, you're going to do it. You're going to pay for it. You're going to overnight it. And I'm going to make it think it's you. And I don't give a shit what you want.
That was like, great.
And it was perfect, too. Because, like, Naomi, you should have done this without having to be told. Josh, when he walks into the house and he sees Valencia sitting there, and his reaction is just...
His face.
Horror. Like, true, he doesn't know what to say. He's just stunned. It's every man's worst nightmare, is seeing your ex-girlfriend hanging out with your current girlfriend, planning your wedding, telling you what to do again. It's like, this is a nightmare before on Elm Street. Like, This man's reliving hell.
He is. Splenda Ray.
Splenda Ray! That's great.
It's not quite as good as the original.
Just a little different. I had to change it because I had him listed as Senior Plimpton, but really the appropriate term is Junior Plimpton. I think seeing him was helpful. It was kind of good to see that interaction, and I think seeing Nathaniel III lose his smile immediately was like, I get it now.
Yeah.
Like, you see it. I understand the daddy issues. Clearly this is a problem, and it's like, God, shitty parents. It's a theme.
It really is.
Really a theme, especially in this episode.
Valencia finding her passion.
Oh, yeah. I thought that was...
It was great. Really... I liked it a lot.
Yep. Do you have one more?
Yeah. Trent.
It's the last thing you see. When we watched it, and I saw the guy looking, I roared in happiness. Trent's
over
mission.
my dead body.
Yes! Listen, anytime I get to see Trent, let's fucking go. So, yeah, I am super excited for Trent. Your favorite song was probably...
Tell Me I'm Okay, Patrick.
And my favorite song was Man Nap.
Yep, I get that.
I didn't mind either, per se. I liked Man Nap more just because it was funny.
It was very funny.
Yeah.
I mean, Tell Me I'm Okay, Patrick is funny to me as well.
Different type of funny, though.
For sure. The line, you can phrase it how you want, you can make it nonchalant, forget the O, even just K would suffice.
Yeah. For sure. Also, Daryl's line about your testosterone dropping when you're older, and I'm like, ooh, I do appreciate a good nap as I've gotten older. Like, I understand they're like, I'm just going to take a quick power nap.
Yeah.
See you in 3 hours.
Yeah.
My idea of a nap is multiple hours.
Wow, that's a long nap, Roger.
I fell asleep during acupuncture. It was only 20 minutes. Sleep for sleep. Ridiculous moments, I have 3.
I have 2.
Okay. I didn't exactly know how to phrase this, so I'm just going to say, Rebecca tries to wedding copy?
Yeah. Mine is just DIY wedding. Like,
fair.
I mean, I did appreciate they really pulled out the jokes of like what it's like to plan a DIY wedding, but it's ridiculous.
It actually seems out of character for Rebecca to do a wedding that was somebody else's idea and not her own dream wedding. But also, when you try to jam a wedding into 2 weeks, I can see how she would come up with, this is the best idea I can come up with.
Or, as you said, like, not to just hire someone to do it.
Yeah, just
like,
pay someone to do it.
Like, I could see her having a wedding that has, like, no personality whatsoever, totally. But, like, that would
very corporate
like,
stage.
You do it, it's fine.
I need this done by this date, knock it out, do what you need to do. Yeah. Totally fair.
But I also think that there's something to... Rebecca feels like she has to do it herself because she's using it to fix something. So if she doesn't do it, it's not fixing it. I mean, it's not going to fix
I see what you're
it.
saying.
But like in her brain, she's like, if I do it, then I fix it.
I will make up for kissing Nathaniel and ruining my relationship by building this wedding. Mm-hmm. Also, is this the second consecutive season we're ending at a wedding?
Yes.
That's
yes, it
funny.
Is.
This is obvious, and I'm sure you have it. Nathaniel shit himself.
I don't have that, but I'm going to write it down now.
I don't think I need to elaborate any further.
You don't.
At work.
In front of 2 people.
In front of 2 people at work. Nathaniel.
And not on the way to the bathroom.
No!
That's a more reasonable...
You were running and you couldn't hold it as one thing. Dog just, like, let it happen. Like, he was sitting, he knew it was coming, he just went, nope, still happening.
It's happening. It's happening.
What?
Yeah, like this isn't Bridesmaids when Maya Rudolph shits in the middle of the street. She really was trying to get to the bathroom.
Yeah, he let it happen.
The blood all over the origami was just like perfect. Yeah. I loved everything about it.
And we only got 25 done.
Yeah.
It's not ridiculous when you think about the character, but like just as a concept, Josh's wedding isn't actually about him. Mm-hmm. And I think Father Bruss says that.
Oh, he does, yeah.
Which I liked, but like, that's tough.
Yeah.
That's tough.
I have 2 losers and 2.5 winners.
Man. 3 losers, 4 winners.
Okay. I think... Oh, you have 3 losers.
I have 3 losers, you have 2 losers.
Mine are Rebecca and Josh.
I have those 2 losers as well.
Is your third one Nathaniel because he shit himself?
It is not.
Okay.
But valid guess. Very valid guess. Rebecca, I don't think we need to explain for all of the reasons listed. Josh, I literally just said why.
Yeah.
He's getting married, it's not about him.
And also, I think the like callback to the realization that Josh is unmoored and like doesn't know what he's doing with his life.
100%.
And he's like letting a life happen to him again.
He is not actively partaking in his own life. He is just... The only thing that he's actually actively doing is the basketball thing.
Yeah.
And he's happy with it.
Yeah, he likes it.
And I think that's maybe the realization that he might be coming to. The other loser for just being the worst parent on the fucking planet, Naomi.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Good job at the end, but that was Paula, not you.
Yep.
So you should be fucking ashamed of yourself.
I think that's a good...
Even Silas came through in the end.
Yep.
Just saying.
All right.
Let's start with your question.
Oh, Nathaniel.
For... your question mark for winner.
For winner, yeah. I think that Nathaniel does a lot to overcome and realize the issues that he has with his father, and it was actually like genuinely very nice what he does for Rebecca. But I just like don't think I can give someone a win that shit their pants. Like I just don't think I can.
If it makes you feel any better, I did.
Okay.
Look, is shitting yourself absolutely embarrassing at work? 100%. I think the emotional growth that he goes through in this is more important than the physical embarrassment.
I agree.
Being willing to take a nap and actually listen to the advice of a friend in Daryl, he actually realizes he felt much better. And I think that's the first time he may have realized that his father's advice was wrong.
Uh-huh.
Like that's the first time he's like, actually, I felt really good. And he's like, maybe you're not right about everything, which for him is probably a huge step. He also admits to Rebecca, I know what it is like to not or to care about your father's opinion, even though you shouldn't. So like he is aware at some level, which is more depth than maybe I realized. Also, him doing the great thing of sending the private jet to get her father, unquestionably awesome. He's the anti-Naomi here, and actually comes through. So I think he deserves that win. Obviously, this has to be Paula.
Yeah, I mean,
chewing out Naomi alone.
Is scary.
She's not Paula scary though. Naomi is scary, but it's a front. Paula is scary, and there's some real, like I've said before, like I think we were talking about you're going to post mean things about me online? If Paula says that to me, I'm not worried about the online. I'm worried about Paula might actually leave me in a ditch somewhere. I'm really scared of Paula. And she's just like a great friend here. Even though she's busy with her own life, she still takes the time to actually like check in on Rebecca, helps Rebecca in the end get the dress. Like, I think Paula's everything, and still manages to study for her finals the way she should have.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, she does. She's gonna ace those finals.
Yeah.
I was just pulling up the lyrics to After Everything I've Done for You that you didn't ask for, just so I could think about the things that would really scare me about Paula.
I mean,
I blackmailed Valencia's boss, so now I control when she teaches.
This is the depths this woman will go to.
This is great.
And mind you, this is not because she's mad at these people. This is because she's just trying to accomplish a task.
What would that even
If I have hurt her best friend, what will she do to me?
I don't know.
I don't ever want to know. I have 2 more winners. You have 1 more, right?
Yeah.
Who's your last?
Valencia.
Agreed, 100%.
She had some self-actualization and like found her calling, maybe.
I agree with that. Yeah. And I think her, not only just the self-actualization, but like being honest about the fact that like she's not over Josh, but she is hurt by the fact that, she has a void now because not that she misses Josh, but she misses the purpose.
I also think that it's a really like interesting approach, honestly, and like more true to life than what you usually see on TV, that she's not like just being mean and petty to Rebecca.
Yeah.
Like, which she
could be.
Could be.
Yeah.
I mean, she's upset, and she tells Rebecca that she's upset, but she's not just like, you stole my man. Like, it's more complicated than that.
Like, this harkens back to the like, what was that? The Coachella, like, knockoff that they go to. And I remember I always said that, like, Rebecca...
Burning Man.
Burning Man, yeah. And, like, Rebecca's anger always felt fake and meaningless to me, and I didn't really give a shit. But, like, Valencia's felt like it had some depth. Like, there was some real deep and, like, understandable disappointment and sadness, and you, like, get more of that here. And you're like, I understand why you were genuinely sad and also genuinely bothered that Rebecca is marrying Josh because you thought this was going to be you. But so it's like, it felt, like you said, it's not just some petty... You stole my man, I hate you, bitch. It's like, I don't know what to do with my life now. Like, it just feels more relatable.
Yeah.
Last one I had was Heather.
Okay.
And I added Heather I like that she's... Look, she obviously doesn't agree with what Rebecca and Josh is doing, but instead of being a nosy busybody, she's like, I'm just going to give you some space and do what you can do, which, good job being a friend. But also has enough self-awareness to be like, hey, I probably shouldn't be bitching about this to you, Valencia. Even though she instinctively wants to, she's like, you're not the person I should be doing this with, but then... is actually able to get Valencia to kind of open up and talk about what's really bothering her. So I was like, all right, Heather, I think you deserve a little win there. Also, her being the serving person at the bridal shower or whatever was just fucking hilarious. Like, all right, I guess this is my role.
Wines?
That was great. Yeah, I'm also going to need wines. Do you have wines?
Good times. Well, the next episode is the season finale. Can Josh take a leap of faith?
Let me tell you what one of my favorite moments is going to be for the next episode.
When Josh doesn't take a leap of faith?
When I never have to hear that fucking theme song ever again. I hate it so much. It's almost gone. Obviously, Josh is not going to take that leap of faith. I am curious to see what it is. Because I think there's a way that they do this that's explosive, and I think that there's a way that they kind of come to, I guess, a natural... realization about themselves. Because if you make it about the Nathaniel thing, then I think you're going for the explosive ending. I think if you make it about Josh being like, hey, I made a mistake, I'm throwing everything into this, I don't think we should be getting married, Rebecca admitting that she has some doubts where they kind of come to a mutual separation, that's more reasonable. Obviously Trent is going to throw quite the wrench into these plans, and I'm looking forward to that. Is this a two-part or one-part? This is not a...
It's just one.
Just one. I suspect Silas will probably talk to Rebecca about why he left. And I would not be surprised if, like, the realization that he came to about Naomi, about, like, I am not happy here, makes Rebecca realize I don't want to be that.
Yeah.
So I think there's a lot of good that's going to happen here. I suspect someone is going to find out that Nathaniel and Rebecca kissed. May not be Josh immediately, but we're going to hear it about someone. Does Paula know?
I don't know.
I think Paula said she hasn't been confiding in me recently.
Yeah.
So I don't know that she's told anyone.
Maybe not.
Other than Patrick.
I think it's really interesting. Almost every episode of season 1 and 2 includes the word Josh.
Yes.
And in the first season, all of them are exclamation points. And in the second season, all of them are question marks. And that changes in season 3.
Yeah. Well, because now we have... concluded may not be the right word, but we have finally gotten to where I thought we had gotten to earlier, which is the Rebecca and Josh fairy tale isn't going to be the answer. Now what? So yeah, I'm looking forward to... I think I've liked this season a lot better than I liked season 1. Though I think season 1 had better songs.
It also has there's so many songs in season 1.
I don't think the percentage is better. I think because we got 20-something or 18 or whatever episodes we got, we just get more opportunities for good songs. But I think the characters are in a much... Like, Rebecca's been much more tolerable for me in the last 3 episodes than she normally is. Also, I don't know, I will say, the Winds of Santa Ana was one of my... That was hilarious.
It's good. Yeah, the first season's, like, album is 2 volumes, and the rest of them are only 1 volume.
Because there's so many more.
Although, the season 4 has the same number of episodes as season 1.
18? Interesting. Also, the theme song from season 1 was great, too, so, it doesn't hurt. So there's a lot that I am looking forward to. I will say, and I know this isn't fair because they didn't have a choice, it feels like I just need an episode where Greg gives his input. Because he's probably the one unique... Like, Nathaniel does a really good job of being Nathaniel, but, like, Greg has the tie that, like, Greg's thoughts on them getting married would be interesting.
Even if it was just, like, a text message or something.
Yeah.
Be like, oh, Rebecca and I are getting married. Be like, fuck, I'm out.
Or, like, Hey, I was going to come into town. What are you planning? Oh, I'm getting married. Cancel my flight. Have a good time. Deuces.
Bye.
All I needed. Yeah. Would have been fine. Yeah, no, I'm looking forward to that. And I think, I mean, you've seen it. Do you think I'm going to like season 3 better than I like season 2?
I don't know. I think that some of the plot lines in season 3 are incredibly zany, which you don't always like.
Yeah.
But not all of them are Rebecca.
So I can appreciate spreading it out. I'm also curious. What I've noticed is that, like, as we've gotten further in season 2, it's been less about Rebecca being a terrible human being. Like, a lot of the stuff that we did, especially the early part of this season, was Rebecca spying on Greg's alcoholism and wanting to break up with him, or, you know, calling him an alternate, or like all the things. You're just like, what is wrong with this woman? And then at some point, we kind of just like moved away from that, and we let her be a little bit more relatable. And adding Nathaniel, I think, helped because the daddy issues helps. We've gotten a little bit more Naomi this season, which I think has been helpful because I think she only shows up in like one episode in the previous season.
Maybe 2.
She comes into town. I don't know if she shows up ever again.
Yeah.
So I think that's just been helpful.
You're really going to like that one of the episodes in season 3 is called Trent, ! Do
we get to see Mrs. Chan next episode? I would assume Josh's wedding would include his mother.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure she's in the episode. Yeah.
Let's go. I'm excited.
Well, please be sure to join us next time when we watch the season 2 finale, Can Josh Take a Leap of Faith?
And we will see you next time.